Isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat mga kabayan at mga balikbayan. Welcome to Jamey Iris TALK TV kung saan ihahatid ko sa inyo ang balita para sa iyo aking kabayan. Alamin po natin ano po ba yung latest update regarding Covid-19. Ako nga po pala si Jamey Iris, magdadala sa inyo ng mga balita na nangyayari sa loob at labas ng ating bansa at gayon din po, dadalhan ko kayo ng iba pang mga inspiring video sa iba nating mga segment. But for today, balita para sa iyo aking mga kabayan. At kung sakasakali pong hindi pa po kayo nakakapag-subscribe sa aking channel, kayo po inaanyayahan ko na to please click that subscribe button at gayon din po ang notification bell. At syempre po, para sa araw na ito, ano na po ba ang status ng COVID-19 sa ating bansang Pilipinas? Has it improved? At bakit po nag-loosen na ng restriction in the last few days regarding the use of face mask? So para po sa ating COVID-19 cases, ang Pilipinas po according to Inquirer.net ay nakapagtala ng 2,141 new COVID-19 cases last week, Thursday. It brings the total caseload to 3,913,536 according to the Department of Health Case Tracker. Sinasabi din po sa Inquirer na ang total case daw po ay 24,843 na mga active cases last week at accounting to 0.64% of cases, while 3,780,844 or 97.75% po ay nakarecover mula sa COVID-19. Meron din po tayong total na 62,343 na mga kababayan na pumanaw dahil sa karamdamang ito na equivalent po ito sa 1.61% of all the cases. Ang current positivity rate is at 13.8%. Mataas po tayo compared sa WHO's benchmark of 5%. Mula naman po sa PhilStar, sinabi po ng Okta na ang Metro Manila positivity rate ay continuously rising but indicators still considered this low. Now, with the students po na they are going back to their face-to-face classes at ang face mask ay no longer required, ang Independent Pandemic Monitor ng Okta Research sinabi po nila last Friday na ang Metro Manila ay heading into another yet surge, though most indicators remain low for the time being. So yun lang po yung maaring kumbaga, they might be expecting dahil nga po sa pagluwag ng restrictions plus the factor that the students are back in school. Now, sinabi po ng ating presidente na si President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. na ang pag-alilift ng compulsory wearing of mask outdoors except in areas where people cannot observe social distancing. Pero ang mga tao po ay still required to wear mask in indoor establishments and public transportation. In a tweet advisory, sinabi po ng Okta Research, ang fellow na si Guido David, that he thinks that and he observed that the following upticks in COVID-19 indicators sa Metro Manila. Ito po yung mga nakaraang linggo at mamaya, ibibigay ko po sa inyo ano po yung latest as of yesterday naman, Monday, September 19. Ito po yung according to fellow Guido David. Sabi niya po ang positivity rate nung September 7, ay nasa 12.7% at to 14.5% hanggang September 14. Ang reproduction number naman po ay 1.03 noong September 5 to 1.14 hanggang September 12. Ang average daily attack rate ng COVID-19 naman po ay nasa 6.12 per 100,000 population. So kung titingnan po natin yung level, nasa moderate po ito. Sa 1-week growth rate, sa last week po nasa 18% po ito from negative 4% noong isa pang nakaraang linggo or nung simula po ng Setyembre. Ang healthcare utilization rate at this point in time, 36% on September 5 to 39% on September 14. Ang occupancy rate naman po for ICU ay nasa 24% as of September 5 to 33% as of September 14. Sinasabi po ng reproduction number refers to the number of people one coronavirus positive patient can infect, while growth rate measures the speed or bilis ng increase in COVID-19 infections in a given area. Noong earlier po, sinabi ng Octa Research na they also noted separate spikes sa lugar ng Pangasinan at ng Rizal. So, ang possibility daw po ng peak in positivity rate in NCR during this wave was 17.5 on August 5, and there is a possibility that this current resurgence will exceed this number, he said. Sinabi rin niya po na maaari ang mga numbers are still considered low, pero the rise in case in the NCR is likely to cause a corresponding rise in infections in nearby regions. Rizal and Bulacan are currently on an uptrend. David also said that. Now, mula naman po sa PhilStar pa rin, sinasabi ng DOH na ang COVID-19 positivity rate ay tumaas ng 12.5%. Anong ibig sabihin po nito? From 12% last week po or late last week. Ayan. The national positivity rate for COVID-19 increased to 12.5% with new COVID infections, posting a daily average of 2,201 according to the report from the Department of Health. Ang nationally po, we are seeing a slow continued decline in cases with reported cases in the recent week, being 7% lower than the previous week, which recorded an average of 2,369 cases daily. Now, sinabi po ng DOH Public Health Operations Center Division Chief na si Dr. Carmela Granada na there were 15,412 new cases recorded from September 8 to 14. Sabi po nila na out of the total number cases of 3,911,487, 0.62% po yung active cases at gayon din po nasa 23,590 naman po yung asymptomatic, mild or moderate, while 620 are severe and nasa critical cases. There were 3,824,932 recoveries at yun po yung nabanggit natin kanina na nasa 97.79%. At gayon din po yung nasa 1.60% naman po yung mga pumanaw nating mga kabayan dahil sa karamdamang ito. Now, ang top 5 regions contributing to the new cases were the following. The National Capital Region, Calabarzon, Central Luzon, Davao, and Ilocos, while top 5 areas with most new cases were Quezon City, Cavite, Manila, Rizal, and Bulacan. Now, sa kabilang banda, ang ating palasyo po, ang Malacanang, sinabi po na they will sustain the economic recovery measures after the WHO declared that the end of the COVID-19 pandemic is in sight. Now, we are continuing with our economic recovery program. The recent relaxed mask mandates are also pursuant to that one. Sinabi po na if ang WHO daw po ay optimistic or positibo when it comes to yung possible na pag-e-end na po ng pandemic crisis, then so are we in the Philippines in our outlook from recovering from this pandemic. Yan po ang natura ng ating press secretary na si Trixie Cruz Angeles sa kanyang press briefing. Now, sinabi din po ng ating presidente nang siya po ay lumagda ng Executive Order number 3 na making the wearing of face masks optional in open spaces and non-crowded outdoors areas with adequate ventilation. Gayon din po, ang ating presidente Marcos ay lumagda ng Proclamation number 57 na ine-extend po ang state of calamity nationwide until December 31. Base po ito sa recommendation made by the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. Now, under a state of calamity, ang gobyerno po natin at mga agencies can tap emergency funds for COVID-19 response efforts aimed to combat the pandemic. Now, ang ating Interior and Local Government Secretary na si Ben-Hur Abalos, he welcomed the extension of the state of calamity, saying that this will give local government and units extra leeway to carry out interventions for the public to adapt to the new normal. Sabi niya, sa extension na ito, we commit na ipagpapatuloy to shepherd our local government units para masustain ang mga efforts in mitigating and preventing the spread of COVID-19 in the respective localities and to ensure the safety and protection of their constituents against the virus. Sinabi ni Abalos. Now, sinabi niya rin po na they will enjoin the LGUs to utilize appropriate funds, including yung Quick Response Fund para po ma-address ang immediate needs ng mga tao or kababayan po natin at mapabilis ang COVID-19 vaccination and booster drive to strengthen our nation's wall of immunity. Ito po ang nabanggit ni Abalos at sinabi niya po, in the next months will be critical as the country navigates the new normal in anticipation of the post-pandemic. Sinabi po ni Ron Jean Solante, isang infectious disease experts sa recent forum organized by the Philippine College of Physicians na ang mga current vaccines daw po ay effective pa in protecting the vulnerable populations. So instead of focusing on getting variant-specific booster, napaka-importante po na ang gobyerno po natin at lahat ng bansa should be focusing on how to increase vaccination coverage and how to increase uptake of booster vaccination in the population. At sinabi din po niya na, ito po, meron daw po newly published review, yung expert review of global real-world data on COVID-19 vaccine boosters, effectiveness, and safety during the Omicron dominant phase of the pandemic. Sinabi po na any 3-dose schedule, including the AstraZeneca vaccine, was highly effective at protecting against severe Omicron outcome. So that will be 84.8% to 89.2%. 3-dose schedules, including mRNA vaccines, reportedly showed equivalent effectiveness, while a 4th-dose booster is likely daw po mag-add ng significant level of additional protection. Ito po ay according sa pag-aaral ng authored by 22 independent international infectious disease experts from across Asia and Latin America. Now, what is still in strict enforcement is that wearing of face mask outdoors is already voluntary, according to, of course, the latest executive order that we've had in the country. Ang PNP naman po vowed to continue the strict enforcement of the minimum public health standards. Now, sinabi rin po nila na they will definitely make sure that particularly sa inside the establishments po, sa transport terminals, na kailangan po na continuously naka-face mask po kasi confined spaces ang mga ito at meron pa rin pong minimum public health protocols. Yan po ang sinabi ng PNP spokesperson na si Colonel Jean Fajardo sa kanyang laging handa briefing nung nakaraang araw. And with that, ayan po ay inulat ni Emmanuel Tupas, Romina Cabrera at Alexis Romero. Mula naman po sa PTV, inulat ni Katrina Gracia Concebido. Kahapon po, September 19, Monday, sinabi po ng DOH na nakapagtala ng bagong record from September 12 to 18 ng 14,707 na new COVID-19 cases. According to DOH, ang total daily average number po ng cases natin sa ating bansa ay umabot na po ng 2,101. 4% lower na po ito than the 11% record in September 5 to 11. So that's great news mga kabayan. 7 out of the new recorded cases were tagged as severe and critical, while there are 248 po na mga death cases where 34 died between July and September 5 to 18. Out of the 2,638 ICU beds po for COVID-19 patients ay nasa 24.1% lang po at 637 naman po yung already occupied. Samantalang 28.9% of the 21,150 ng non-ICU COVID-19 beds were currently used at ang DOH naman po ay continuously reminding the public na be careful pa rin po and be vigilant against COVID-19 at mag-comply pa rin po sa mga government mandate on minimum public health protocols. So with that mga kabayan, mga balikbayan, sa pag-uwi niyo po sa Pilipinas at syempre iba yung pag-iingat kung kayo naririto na at sa inyong mga mahal sa buhay. So continuously po tayo na maging vigilant when it comes to wearing the face mask, lalo na po sa indoors, at kung sakaling hindi po magsusuot ng mga mask sa outdoors, ay siguraduhin po na malakas ang ating kalusugan. At syempre po, sa pang-araw-araw, stay safe and stay healthy po sa inyong lahat nang sa gayon ay malabanan po natin ang COVID-19 and looking forward, katulad po nung nasabi ng WHO na malapit na po, nakikita na po nila ang end of this pandemic crisis, kasabay po ang ating bansa ay we move forward and we can definitely recover from the devastation na naidulot nitong COVID-19 o ng pandemya sa ating bansa. So with that, everyone, if you find this video helpful and informative, please click like, and I'm inviting you to please subscribe to my channel. That's Jamey Iris TALK TV. So muli po, kung kayo'y pauwi ng ating bansang Pilipinas, mag-ingat po kayo and may God bless you. Have a pleasant flight. At sa mga kabayan po natin na naririto na po sa ating bansang Pilipinas, enjoy your vacation. At sa lahat ng ating mga kabayan, may God bless you all. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. This is Jamey Iris, your TALK TV host.